I want to tell you about SendCloud. Today's online customers have been trained to expect flexible, frictionless shipping with every purchase, from checkout all the way through to returns. SendCloud lets all of you access the same logistics power as a major online retailer. With SendCloud, you can connect to over 80 carriers and 50 integrations in seconds, process orders automatically, print labels in bulk, generate customs forms along with those labels, create branded tracking updates, and set up your own hassle-free returns portal. Plus, there's all the data you need to optimize everything. Over 23,000 businesses already love shipping with SendCloud. Create a free or paid account now via ecmp.info/SendCloud. That's ECMP for eCommerce Master Plan.info/SendCloud and get £50 free shipping credit for being one of our listeners. We're showcasing 3 brilliant pieces of e-commerce marketing tech that you need to know about in 2023.
It's the eCommerce Master Plan podcast, here to help you solve your marketing problems and grow your e-commerce business. Cutting through the hype to bring you inspiration and advice from the e-commerce sector and beyond. Here's your host, Chloe Thomas.
Hello and welcome. It's great to have you here. Happy New Year, everybody. If you are new to listening to us, well, welcome. And if you're one of our regular listeners, you might be expecting us to be doing 2 episodes a week for a January growth series this month. Well, we're not doing it this year. Yes, for the first time ever, we're not doing that. Instead, we're putting the effort we'd have put into something new and very cool next month. So keep your ears peeled and an eye on your email inbox for news about that. But let's get on with this episode. Right here, right now, on the e-commerce Master Plan podcast, we're kicking off the new year with something we've never done before. So please do let me know what you think of this new format, because if you like it, we'll do some more. There are 3 new pieces of e-commerce marketing tech I've been super impressed with over the last few months, and which help with the key marketing areas you should be improving in order to ride out what's going to be a rocky year ahead. They're such a good fit with the problems you should all be trying to solve right now that I thought I'd do an episode where we shine a light on each of them so you can work out if you should be bringing them into your marketing mix. Now, I've got a team member from each joining me to tell us why it's great tech, how it can help you, who it works best for, what it could do for you, and, of course, how much it costs. A common thread through all 3 is that they can help you grow sales by improving key marketing channels and saving you time. So who am I going to be chatting to? Well, Molly is joining me from Penny Black, Rosie's coming on from Nibble, and we've got Chaya from Yoast. So please make sure you listen right to the end of the episode so you don't miss out on any of these new Shopify apps and my own take on it all. Okay, we're going to start in the least obvious place to start. We're going to start at the end of the buying journey. I've been banging on a lot over the last few months about the need to create a great post-purchase experience, both between the order being placed and arriving and in the unboxing experience. About how it's a great opportunity to wow your customers into becoming a repeat customer and telling all your friends about you. So it's an area where you can make more of all your customer acquisition activity because it creates customers who want to become those brilliant, highly profitable repeat customers we all want, and customers who are going to do your PR work for you. So this first piece of tech is all about improving the unboxing experience and directly driving repeat purchases. And hello, Molly from Penny Black. Welcome to the e-commerce Master Plan podcast.
Hello, thank you for having me here. Excited to get going.
Excited to have you here too. So, Molly, please explain Penny Black in 2 sentences.
Cool. So what Penny Black does is that we allow brands to add personalized inserts to their packages. So this means that they can use their unboxing moment as a new and a high-performing marketing channel.
Nice. Love a bit of unboxing. What problem does Penny Black solve?
There are three key problems that come to mind. So first of all is that when you think of your order getting delivered to your door, and most brands get stuck delivering their packages in these boring brown boxes that ruin that lovely brand experience that you've spent building up over time. And they get this order at their door. It's boring, it's lackluster, and then that's potentially going to erode their customer loyalty. So Penny Black solves that, making the experience really delightful and fun to engage with. We're also solving the challenge of bringing digital personalization into physical print and the real world, because there's been this part of the customer journey that personalization hasn't been able to touch up until now, which is that unboxing moment. So we're allowing brands to bring personalization into that key engagement point. And we also allow brands to engage with their customers at that key moment where their attention is 100% on you and your products, which is when they open that order. So it allows them to engage them there, delight them, and encourage them to make another purchase or engage with the brand through reviews or follow on social media.
Nice. It's such a key point at which to be getting a good message in front of people. So who does Penny Black work for best?
We say that we like to work with innovative and ambitious brands. And what we mean by that is the brands that are focused on the customer experience and improving that always, and improving their retention-based strategies. We know right now customer spending is going to be on the decline, and customer retention is way more important than acquisition, really. I'm very much on the retention camp. So we lean into brands that know that the customer experience is that key vital way to improve the customer retention. We also are tailored at brands that have high repeat order rates, so fashion brands, beauty brands, health and wellness. And we're also targeting a very specific marketing stack at the moment. So the Shopify brands using Klaviyo and all those key marketing suites. And in terms of size, we're looking at around 10,000 monthly orders and above.
Pretty definite set of brands. I think I would guess at exactly the same targets this would be working best for. And what sort of results does Penny Black achieve for those customers? And dare I add, how quickly?
I'm going to give you an answer, which is that it depends on the purpose of that insert that you create. So there's two sides of what your flyer could include. So a lot of brands that use us, they use their flyers as an opportunity to push a transactional message. That's a discount, an upsell opportunity, and build in like that second sale into the content. So any brands that have this transactional angle, we've seen them generating an additional £2 in revenue per flyer sent. So it's got that and like financial gain for them. But for brands that are using their inserts for non-transactional activities, so that might be leaving a review, encouraging customers to sign up for their community, we're seeing those behaviors shoot up and increase. So lots of additional registrations, email opt-ins. But generally across the board, whatever message you might have within your Penny Black insert, we see scan rates of around 7% and conversion rates as high as 20%, which is actually performing higher than email benchmarks and SMS benchmarks. And on your point of how quickly, so obviously we're print media, so the print engagement happens as soon as that order arrives on your customer's doorstep. So that might be 2 days after they've purchased. But what we really like to express and the story we like to tell is actually we provide way longer term results than something like email and SMS, where you might get the click-throughs right away, because people they open their orders and they see the Penny Black flyer and they might keep that for a long time, pin it on their fridge. They might leave it out in their house if it's got some like recipes on. And then we see some of our brands get scans and conversions 3 months after they might have sent that order out. So it's actually what we like to talk about is the longevity of results with Penny Black, which you don't really get with email and SMS.
Yeah, paper does stick around for a long time. Quick response, but then slow response as well. So what else should we know? What have I failed to ask you?
Cool. Yeah, very good question. There's one topic that I'm really excited about and I love to chat about, and that is the term digital experiences, and that they're going to be super crucial for any brand's growth ongoing. And phygital is this blend of physical and digital into one nice word all mashed together. But what that really means is that I believe brands need to do a lot more to delight and engage every single customer at every single point along their customer journey. And that could be in the physical moment as well. And digital experiences are a way to do this. And I think it's a rising trend with all these big brands coming through. Like, you just have to look at Gymshark opening a brick and mortar store on London's Oxford Street to see that they're really understanding the value of physical moments and experiential shopping to then bring customers back online to increase revenue online. So that's something that you'd failed to ask about, but I love chatting about.
I love that phygital. I anticipate I'll be talking a lot about that this year.
Good.
So, Molly, how do we get Penny Black, and how much does Penny Black cost?
Head to our website. It's pennyblack.io and click through and book a demo, and we'll have a lovely conversation with you to talk more about how to implement Penny Black. As a B2B SaaS business on cost, we charge on a subscription basis, which includes full access to our platform where they can build campaign segments, upload designs, and all the services that allows our print tech to work. So that includes printers, media, inks, and we also monitor print levels and paper jams remotely. Our pricing's it fluctuates, and it's based on order volumes, your commitment, and the number of printers we'll need to install in your fulfillment center. But that ranges between then 20p to 50p per insert per print you do.
Cool. There you go, guys. That gives you enough to get an idea of how much it might cost you, and also how much it might do for your business, because that's the key thing. Molly, thanks so much for joining us on the podcast.
No worries. Thanks for having me.
Right, so that was Penny Black. Now, there are so many ways people are using Penny Black functionality. It's a really creative space and a really cool area for you to flex your creative marketing muscles. So definitely go and check that out. What's next? Well, let's move our way back up the customer journey and let's get the first sale in the first place. As we start the year, customers are looking for a great value deal, and you've probably got some stock you urgently need to turn back into cash. Yes, one of the biggest problems in e-commerce right now, the overstock. Now, this app is designed to solve both those problems whilst creating a great on-brand customer experience at the same time and enabling you to keep your marketing space free of endless discount messages. Intrigued? Listen on. Hello, Rosie from Nibble. Welcome to the eCommerce Masterplan podcast.
Hi, Chloe. Lovely to be here. Thank you very much for the invitation.
Great to be able to showcase your super cool tech to everyone. So please explain Nibble in 2 sentences.
So Nibble, it's an AI chatbot, and it lets brands negotiate one-to-one with customers for a win-win deal. But if that sounds like sales speak, just think about catching your customer at the moment before they look for a voucher code or just before they abandon their basket, and that's when Nibble has a chat.
Nice. Okay, so what problem does Nibble solve?
So 65% of your customers hunt for voucher codes and deals online before they make a purchase. It's frustrating for them and it's a terrible pain for the brand. So Nibble solves this with a one-to-one conversation, and it's especially powerful for stock clearance that reinforces brand values and protects margins, and it actually gets customers excited about your brand.
Very nice. So on that basis then, who does Nibble work best for?
So Nibble works best in the discretionary arena. So a discretionary purchase that your customer really, really wants, but doesn't necessarily need. And Nibble chats to your customer, reminding them of your values and why they wanted this as it reaches a deal. So to give you one example, we've sold products as diverse as premium gin, luxury watches, ride-on toy cars and fishing equipment. And for one brand, it was a premium coffee brand. And in the chat, somebody said, "Oh, can I get a deal?" And Nibble goes, "Well, we can't offer such a low price because it's a premium fair trade brand and we have to pay our farmers a living wage." And with that, the customer was willing to offer a little bit more and everyone reached a deal.
Nice. I love the way it brings the branding element in there as well. This is not just negotiation, this is clever negotiation at its best. So what sort of results does Nibble achieve, and how quickly is it doing it for people?
So we've, for our clients, we've improved conversion up to 50% improvement. So that was a very successful case, but we've had another where it was at 13% improvement. And where we've done stock clearance, we've done that at a 30% better margin than the other normal routes they cleared their stock. So they normally used a 15% off voucher code, and we cleared the stock for just an 11% discount. So how quickly? It works within days. You can onboard Nibble in a matter of 5 minutes or a few hours if you need an API link, and it works straight away on your website. And interestingly, it doesn't impact full price sales. It's only shown as a nudge to convert the undecided customer.
I love the fact that it's quickly making an impact, and I think that margin saving example where we could be flogging our old stock, using up all our marketing space to sell it, all the homepage space, all the email space, and giving a massive 15% off, or we could just deploy your AI chatbot and we save 4 percentage points of margin, make a lot more money, and save all that marketing activity. It's this is a no-brainer in my book, which is why you're on the podcast. So what else should the listeners know about Nibble?
I should probably say two things. One is Nibble was very excited to go viral for the first time ever this summer. So one of our clients who's in the fashion space announced Nibble using an Instagram reel, and it was viewed by 4 million people. And we got 80,000 likes and all sorts of funny comments like, "Introverts, this is negotiation for you." So that's one thing I think you should know. And it's very fun and very funny. And the other thing that you should know is if you are one of those people, of which there are several, for whom negotiation is a daunting or worrying task, we love to offer real life negotiation tips, because you might be buying a house, getting a pay rise, buying and selling on Depop, or you may be talking to your suppliers over the next couple of months. So we have blogs on our website, and I personally will promise you in real life negotiation tips if you ask me for a demo.
Oh, wow. There we go. Anyone who's currently doing big purchases yourselves, that sounds like a really, really good reason to go and get a demo. And was go viral on Instagram even on your list of things to do as a startup tech company?
Well, I suppose everybody wonders if it's going to happen. Then when it does, it always takes you by surprise. And what's hilarious is this was their announcement, right? It wasn't anything to do with us. We didn't... probably my brand manager was terrified about the copy and the use of our imagery. But it was really very genuine. Somebody wrote, "This is so effing cool." Somebody else, the Instagram's comment, the introverts comment was really there. And then a few people said, "I tried it and I didn't get the price I wanted." And actually what was really interesting is the brand whose website we're on took to Instagram to defend us and said, in real life, you get a chance to look for different qualities and different products, and the pricing we have let you negotiate to is fair for the different products, you see, and if the price isn't good for you, choose a different product. It was good to see someone defend us, actually, and they've seen huge engagement and huge conversion to an extent that I don't think they could handle these number of chats through a human-based platform. We're doing about 30,000 chats a month with them. We worked out they'd have to hire 8 people, work 24/7 without lunch breaks to kind of match the number of chats that Nibble does.
Which is an awful lot of manpower being dealt with very easily, which brings us nicely onto my last couple of questions for you, Rosie, which is how do we get Nibble and how much does Nibble cost? Because I'm guessing it's less than 8 full-time customer service people.
Yes, considerably less. So you can get Nibble, if you're a Shopify store, you can download our app and most people get started within 5 or 10 minutes. We have a plugin for Magento and a plugin for WooCommerce, and all other stores can install our API, and generally speaking, it takes no more than an afternoon. And honestly, we'll be on the phone with you the second you want to do that if you need any support we're very proactive. In terms of cost, everyone can access a free trial, mostly because we accept this as a completely new tool and you need to see if your customers love it, which I'm convinced they will, and to see if it's right for you. After that free trial, we charge commission. There's a very cheap rate for very small stores at $29 a month on Shopify, or we charge a small commission only on successful purchases.
Nice. There we go, everybody. And where do we find out everything we want to know about Nibble? Where should we go?
You can go to nibble.shop, which is our website, and or you can contact me. I'm probably embarrassingly active on LinkedIn, so you can look for Rosie Bailey on LinkedIn at Nibble Technology.
I am so excited to see how you guys use Nibble over the coming months and years. I think it's just got such power for the e-commerce space. And if I had my own e-commerce store to play with, I would be testing this like a shot. I would be right in there, getting it installed and giving it a go. Now, before we meet our third guest, I have a special request to add from Rosie. Nibble are going to be heading over to the States. They're going to be at NRF in New York this month. So if you are going and would like to meet up, please get in touch with her ASAP.
E-commerce Masterplan is supported by some of the greatest companies in the e-commerce sector. Here's a reminder of who they are.
Do you want more traffic to your online store and to increase your sales? Yoast SEO, the most used SEO tool in the world, is here to help you do just that. It's your personal coach for writing product descriptions that rank high in the search engines, and it takes care of your technical SEO automatically. With Yoast SEO installed on your Shopify or WooCommerce site, you will increase your chances on rich results, quickly optimize your meta tags, and beat your competitors. I use Yoast to improve the SEO across all our websites. And you can join me now and install Yoast SEO for Shopify or WooCommerce today. Just go to ecmp.info/Yoast to sign up. That's ecmp for e-commerce masterplan.info/YOAST. So ecmp.info/YOAST. Cash is king. Are you tying up your capital with goods that take months to arrive? Wave goodbye to cash flow headaches with Trade. They pay your supplier invoices up front and you pay Trade back up to 4 months later. This lets you free up capital to invest in your growth. No dilution, no complicated repayment scheme, just a transparent flat fee for each financed invoice. Learn more or apply to see if Trade can help your business grow at trade.io/masterplan. Now, Trade is spelled TREYD, so that's TREYD.io/masterplan. Okay, so let's carry on our reverse journey down the buying cycle and let's talk SEO, search engine optimization. How are you going to get people to your site in the first place to get them to take that first order to then get them to become a repeat customer? I have a prediction for you that the e-commerce brands that survive and thrive in 2023 will have more sales from SEO than those that don't survive it. Investing time and focus in your SEO efforts will pay back this year, next year, and beyond. Having those foundational high ROI orders placing in place is good news in a difficult year. So wouldn't it be great if there was a tool you could install in your Shopify or WooCommerce site that would make it super easy for you to do the right thing with your SEO and help you remember to do it? Well, there is. Hello, Chaya from Yoast SEO. Welcome to the eCommerce Masterplan podcast.
Hi, Chloe. Great to be here again.
As it always is, it's awesome to be chatting with you. Could you please explain Yoast SEO in 2 sentences?
So Yoast SEO helps you rank higher in Google and beat your competitors in search engines. And that will get you more organic traffic so that you can grow a sustainable business that is not dependent on paid advertising.
Simple as that, everybody. What problem does Yoast SEO solve?
Ooh, we solve so many problems, of course, but I'm going to try to explain it to you. So ranking high in search engines is complex, and Yoast SEO makes that easy. So you get actionable guidance on how to rank your content, like product pages, category pages, and blog posts. And we know it's challenging to keep up with Google updates. They are complex too often, and you have other tasks to worry about. And Yoast does that for you and makes sure your site is compliant with the latest updates. So, for example, a month ago, Google launched a new rich result format, site names on mobile. And because of the way our schema graph is structured, we immediately support this. And I guess users don't have to worry about technical SEO because with Yoast, your chances of rich results like rating, price, stock, etc. automatically increases. So you can easily set a canonical. So for example, if you sell t-shirts with different colors, you can have duplicate content. And with a canonical, you can tell Google this product page is the most important, so rank this one. And of course, you should choose the t shirt that sells best. And I think our no index pages is really awesome. So when you don't want Google to find pages like your checkout page or your thank you page, or if you're running an experiment or have a campaign specific landing page, and then, of course, we have our academy courses to learn SEO yourself. And I think that most people feel or see SEO like a chore that you never want to do or have time for. So we think you shouldn't spend time keeping up to date with all the changes in the SEO space. So you just install Yoast and we'll take your worries away. And we are Google compliant, of course. And this is an awesome one, I think. It's you can see quickly the content that needs optimizing. So you can just follow our traffic light guidance and check all the SEO boxes in no time.
I see there's so many things that Yoast does, and I think for me it's as you're outlining, Ty, it's all about the it makes sense of those complicated Google stuff. You know, Google does stuff and it's all right because Yoast has already solved the problem for you. And then you've got like, oh God, what do I do next? I don't know. But there's the traffic light. So you know what you need to do next. And then it's right there as you're doing everything else. You don't have to go into a different tool or go somewhere else. It's all there where you are doing all the rest of your stuff. Anyway, before I take over you telling us about Yoast, we should get back to my questions. So who does Yoast SEO work best for?
I would say if you are a small, medium-sized business and you didn't spend a lot of time on search engine optimization yet, Yoast SEO can give you a great leap forward, especially because many companies are not doing this correctly. So you get an edge over your competitors. And if you are a bigger e-commerce store and you might have even SEOs employed, it's great to have Yoast SEO so that you can build on our schema craft and can make 100% sure that all your SEO boxes are ticked.
That's what we want, all the boxes ticked. What sort of results does Yoast SEO achieve and how quickly?
So by installing Yoast, you instantly get SEO improvements. So for instance, you're instantly eligible for rich results like price, stock, reviews, or a knowledge panel, for example. So for some customers, we saw an instant change in their search results when configuring Yoast. And with the social and Google preview, you know that your search results and content look good when shared on social media. And this will generate more click through rate, of course. And I guess the result has content that search engines and users love. This increases your chances to rank higher and beating your competitors.
And that's what we want to do. You've got to get to the top of those rankings, beat those competitors. What else should we know, Chaya?
This is an awesome thing. So we have 24/7 support and we're offering an onboarding online call to help you set up everything to its, how would you say that, to its perfection and answer your basic SEO questions.
Awesome. A bit of help too. So how do we get Yoast SEO and how much does Yoast SEO cost?
Yes, so you can buy Yoast WooCommerce SEO on Yoast.com for $97 pound a year, and Yoast SEO for Shopify in the Shopify store for $90 per month.
There you go, guys. As easy as that. Well, look, Chaya, thank you so much for coming on and explaining all about Yoast SEO.
Lovely to be here. Thank you.
So there you have it, my 3 favourite new pieces of e-commerce tech. All are available as Shopify apps and work on other platforms too. I would be testing these if I was in charge of marketing a store this year, as they really help improve the bedrock of your marketing. More people are going to find you on search with Yoast SEO. Just go to ecmp.info/Yoast for all of the details on that. More people getting a deal and checking out whilst you make more margin with Nibble. ecmp.info/Nibble, and more people having an awesome post-purchase experience that delivers more sales for you and referrals too. That's with Penny Black. Just head to ecmp.info/Penny-Black to get your hands on the notes from today's show, including everything I've just mentioned, the links, etc., etc. Head to ecmp.info/the number of this episode, and that will take you straight to the correct page. Once you get to the website, you can also add yourself to our email list so you don't miss out on any of the other things I'm going to be sharing to help you improve your business, including that super secret, exciting new thing we're launching next month. If you like this episode, then make sure you tune in next week, because whilst we're not doing the whole January growth series this year, we are still doing what is always the most popular episode of the year, our experts' top tips on how to grow in 2023. We've got a superb lineup of experts, and they've provided some amazing tips that really are going to help you survive and thrive as we go through 2023. So make sure you're ready for that when it comes out next Monday. Thank you all for tuning into this and every episode of the e-commerce master plan podcast. I bring you a new interview every week because I want to inspire and help e-commerce business owners like you to succeed and thrive with your businesses, including progressing along the path to net zero and becoming more sustainable. So if you know someone this show can help, please tell them to listen to the e-commerce master plan podcast. I hope you have a great week, and never ever forget to keep optimizing.
Thank you for listening to the e-commerce master plan podcast. Find out more at ecommercemasterplan.com/podcast.